Dries van Marken. I'm technology architect for Colruyt Group. Colruyt Group is a family business that has grown to a retail group with over 33,000 workers, active in Belgium, France and Luxembourg. Integration is of course very critical in our organization. Without integration, applications can only work on their own and they can't get higher value by sharing information. And to share that information, you need to create kind of bridge between these applications, and that is what integration does. The Web Methods components provide our main components for application integration. First of all, we have Web Methods Integration Server, which is the Enterprise Service Bus component. We also use Web Methods BPMS for our business processes. We have the API management components, Centra side for the governance of and the life cycle of our services and APIs. And we have also Web Methods API Gateway, the runtime component for the APIs. The reason of starting our API journey was the fact that we faced new consumption of our services. There were mobile applications that are consuming services. We had a trend for going to single page applications where we also needed APIs. There was sometimes external partners that needed to call APIs. So our system-to-system integration was not well enough anymore. And then we started an API journey to have more focus on speed of delivery and also to have more focus on security. The criteria for selecting an API gateway were, of course, security. What security protocols does it support? Does it support rate limiting? We also looked at what are the monitoring capabilities? What kind of alerting has it? Can we see that the response time increases? Do we see that the load increases? And finally, we also looked at what additional quality of service policies like caching were provided. After using Web Methods API Gateway after all these years, we're really happy with that decision. Web Methods API Gateway is meeting our requirements. It can do what we want. The vision and the evolution of the product is still going in a good direction, and it's stable. We almost never have issues with it. It runs like it should be. I believe that cooperation with Archer and Integrate Consulting went very well. Well, Integrate Consulting helped us with the technical rollout in installing and configuring Web Methods API Gateway and configuring Centra site. They also helped us with creating the necessary scripts for deploying our APIs, but also providing the security on our authorization provider based on what we configure in our APIs. Integrate Consulting helped us also in creating the necessary documentation and trainings to roll it out to our developers.
Because of the work that we did, developers are able to independently create their API. So you don't have to be a Web Methods developer to really deploy the API to the next environment.
Archers helped us with the organizational rollout by providing what they call an API maturity model. So for each step in the life cycle, they provide several stages to roll it out. So that made that we didn't have a kind of big bang from step level 0 to level 6, but that we have a phased approach by working with pilots, by working with smaller teams, until the final step where everyone is using the complete solution. When rolling out API management, you need to consider several things. It's not only installing a Web Methods API Gateway and only taking care of the runtime, you also need to think about the life cycle of your APIs, because different teams and functions are involved in creating an API and they need to work together. What you also really need to think about is the security. So you need to define what kind of security you want and what type of occasion.